Hey guys, I'm Megan.
And I'm Stephanie. And we are Barnbestiesllc with farm fresh advice for you. So we are here to impart the knowledge that we have learned over the years of building and running barns so that you guys don't have to have the problems and the misery and the mistakes that we made. Hope you enjoy our videos. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, right?
Right, and we hope to save you time and money on your new adventures.
Absolutely.
Hi guys, I'm Megan.
I'm Stephanie.
And we are Barnbestiesllc
with
Farm Fresh Advice.
So,
Steffers,
we're here.
What are we looking at?
We're here today. We're actually in one of my little outdoor feed pens. We're looking at bracing, fence bracing. As we talked about part one, if you haven't seen part one, we looked at a ton of different type of bracing at Megan's farm. So we're here today checking my bracing out as well. So this is the easiest because there's a lot of bracing right here. So this is why I called it an H. You can see that's the letter H. Behind Megan is a gate, and it's just a short gate. It's almost like a stall door size. It's 4 foot.
Yeah. Super
easy. So it's got a short brace here. And then we have a long brace going to the corner, which is kind of behind me. So we got a corner here, it's braced here, and it's braced here.
So why did you do so many braces?
Because this is such a small area. This stuff really was trying to flex and move, especially with winter, spring, the thawing. Everything was trying to really move. So I just knew I needed to do bracing. Obviously, I tried to brace the gates, because these are only 4x4s, they're not ideal. So I wanted a little extra to keep them sturdy.
And are you happy with the 4x4s?
For this, yes.
Okay.
For this situation, this is small.
Yep.
I do have one or two that have a little bigger round post, and we'll show those. But because this is just for feeding them.
Right.
So it's not like
they're only in here, what, 10, 20 minutes?
10 minutes. Yeah.
Bring them in, they eat, out they go.
Out they go.
Yep.
So it was going to be super easy. But I knew I needed to have it braced because I have so many corners, so much going on, and all these runs of electric fencing, pulling on everything. I knew I needed some bracing.
All right.
So, we got the corners braced. We got the gate braced. One of the things I want to show is when you do put a gate through, some people will put the gate things through this way or this way, but then this sticks out. You can cut this off, but I put it through the way the gate's going to go, so that nothing's sticking out. You don't have to, saw anything off. This could catch halters. I don't turn out halters generally, so very easy to take a hacksaw, cut that off. But and then I've got the latches and stuff, so we can proceed through and show another section where I actually have a little bit bigger post. So I had to replace this post. A couple of these were added on, and I already had these bought. Look how big around these are.
Huge.
These are monster. This is like a 7-foot round post. It's, as you can see, not braced. But it's got nothing hanging on it. But I still find in the winter, with the frost, this will get pushed away and this gate will swing freely.
Oh, it will.
So it still happens. It still happens without the bracing. So I have a little clip system. And behind here, you can put on like an eye hook. Or honestly, on this one, all I do is I just I got it on the wrong side here. I just do that.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah.
Because I don't have an eye hook, but on the other ones I do. So let's go down and show. I think the end one is the best one to show.
Okay.
I do have one on. I think this one I do the same thing.
Let's see.
That one actually
you have an eye hook. Yeah.
And that's because this actually is really close. It's too close. We didn't measure properly. Actually, what happened is when we dug the hole, we hit a rock. It shifted the hole. And since we were coming this way and this is the last, it shifted the hole because we do have a lot of hard rock down there. So this one doesn't have the same latches. It just has, if Mr. Cameron wants to come around, it just has an eye hook. And as you can see, this eye hook is actually where this fence line would run. So I just have it open right now because, like I said, they're helping me mow the grass.
That's great.
But I just took this fencing down midsummer because this was getting I was tired of weed whacking in here, and I was like, you guys can help fix. So I've opened a couple of them to just let them eat.
Yeah.
So
smart.
Yeah. Did not put an H in here. Definitely prepped for it. Definitely could add one if needed.
Oh yeah.
But never got to it. I think I ran out of 4x4s and was like, so far, because this is so sturdy. These are so huge. So far, it's been okay. If anything, I'd probably pull this back to give me a little bit more room. I could absolutely do that. But we do have one other gate I want to show you guys as far as the bracing on it. So
all right.
If you guys want to hang tight, we're going to go look at that. All right. So we are here at one of my pasture gates, and I wanted to show you guys two different types of bracing. This one here, we only braced it with a 2x4, and it's too long. It's too wide. When we were putting these whole posts in, I knew I wanted it right here, and instead of putting like a post
Another
here
one,
and then having a long span, I just kind of cut that width in half. But then I realized when I was doing the bracing, I either needed a huge 4x4, and we had an old 2x4. The problem is this is not adequate bracing. I probably would have needed to have done a couple of 2x4s, which we'll show you guys in a minute. But this is, Megan can probably see it, this is bowing. So what's happened is this gate, this is kind of pushed. So this gate oftentimes is a little, depending on the time of the year, it can come loose. So I just have my handy dandy chain and hook that hooks around to a really nice, super easy eye hook. And they can't get out. Nope, they can't get out. So if you come to this side of the gate, I call it the ladder. So we had this old decking that I'm like, I'll just use this up. It was treated, it's pretty banged up now, but there's 4 of them. It's pretty solid. It's pretty solid. You know, easy to pop these off because they're just in with the deck screws or whatever. But this works. The gate hangs on that post by Megan there, and it's working so far. And it'll be easy to update as needed. So this is really the closer ideal. Like that is just too far apart. This is kind of more ideal. I'd say. Is it not overkill though? 4 or 5 feet. You think 4 is? Well, this gate catches wind, and if you're like, if I'm going in with a lawnmower, it'll really swing wildly. So I wanted, because they were pretty exposed to the wind here. It is a little bit overkill, but I was also able to like hang a lead rope or whatever on here. And you need also, a halter hut. I know you do. This is also only 1x6s. It's decking, so it's not even a 2x6. It's 1x. So they're not. This one's a 2x, but these are 1x. So they're not as sturdy as like a 4x4. So I did go a little overkill because I knew the wind would, was a problem with this. Well, that's smart. And it's just easy to, I'd rather overkill it than the problem I have back there, which is it's bowing because it's only one board. It's not ideal. It's too far. It's too wide. Too much of an expansion. So, and then I purposely left this as a T-post. Because if when we actually are cutting hay on the north side, I will take this whole fencing down, pop this out, pop the T-post out. We could actually bring heavy-duty machinery through. Right on through. That's perfect. And I do the same down there. I have a gate. I have a gate on the left. I take the one T-post out. We can get all kinds of haying equipment through here. No problem. That's perfect. So, very smart. Then I don't have to worry about trying to squeeze through till we make it wide enough. It's like super wide. And it's not permanent. You can just pull it out and make it the 50 feet. It is really, I love having the wood posts. But honestly, having these periodically in places for access, they pull out really easy. The tape comes down really easy. It can take me less than 5 minutes to take this whole part of the fence down. And we're ready to access it, bring tractors through, a wagon full of hay through. I love wood fencing, but it's repair, maintenance. Can I do it myself? And this is an example of what happens, Megan, with wood. It bows. It bows. You have to paint it. It dries. As it dries and ages, it bows, it cracks, it's splitting. It molds. It molds. Well, I think everything gets a mold on it. Everything. But it's drying out and getting really crispy. Wood does. Wood, like everything else. And anything in the ground is going to at some point rot. So that would be my other suggestion, is when you're getting treated make sure that they're rated to be in the ground, because there's a couple different types of wood treatment. Some of them are not meant to be buried in the ground. Some of them are like decking above ground. You want to get the kind of posts that are treated to be in the ground, because otherwise they rot off right to the ground, and then they snap.
And then you got to replace them.
And then, yeah, that's a pain.
Yeah,
so it's easier to pull them out before they snap off.
Much easier.
And then you have the whole existing hole. You can just push a new one in there. So that's our little tippies. But thanks, Megan, for coming over, checking it out.
This has been a blast.
Yeah, these are my craziness.
Yeah, thank you for sharing us.
Let us know what you got questions down below in the comments. Please hit the subscribe button. Click the like button, right? Yeah. Thanks so much, guys.
Thanks,
we'll see you in the next
guys.
video.
Bye.